All or not, according to Jack. How are you? With your host, Jack Toledano. As you can see, I am in sunny Florida at my down visiting my parents for probably for the next. I've already been down here for a week. I'm probably going to be down here for another 2 weeks. And just look at how beautiful it is here. They are basically right across from a golf course. How cool is that? Uh, Only detriment is that I'm without the benefit of my graphics and my PowerPoint, so I'm just gonna talk to you, me to you. How about that? And our topic for today is these guys, Led Zeppelin. So I'm in Daytona Beach, and not too many IMAX theaters down here in Florida. So I had to drive from here to Almonte Springs, which is near Orlando, Florida, and about 45-minute drive, give or take. Uh, so beautiful theater. I saw Becoming Led Zeppelin, and let me tell you something, well freaking worth it. And if you want to go see this movie, don't wait for it to get to the regular theater. See it in IMAX. The sound was fantastic. It's like you were on the screen with them. It was just that beautiful. You had Jimmy Page, John Paul Jones, Robert Plant talking about about all the old Led Zeppelin days, reminiscing. Unfortunately, we lost John Bonham back in 1980, I believe it was. But and caveat with that is John Bonham rarely ever gave interviews and he rarely spoke. So they unearthed some rare interviews uh, with John Bonham. No audio and video. So basically, you heard audio set against stills and him drumming and whatnot. But it was fantastic. So it opened with the Hindenburg crossing Manhattan Island um, to the song. The first song on the first album. Oh, jeez, I'm having a brain fart moment here. Good times, bad times, yeah. Turn out. Great, great, excellent. So basically, the um, the movie, which is 2 hours long, it covers pretty much just the first two albums. There's a lot of talk about they show Jimmy and John Paul. Um, they were sought after session musicians. They were very good session musicians. They showed what's her name, Mariah Basie, I think, or I already forget, but singing the Goldfinger theme. Yeah, and no, it was John Paul Jones, I believe. Or no, actually, both Jimmy and John, they were session musicians for for the recording of that song. And yeah, so cool. But yeah, they basically do a lot of talking. They show some concert footage. They showed them early on again. They showed an early recording of them on stage playing Good Times, Bad Times with kids covering their ears. That was just too funny. I guess they didn't know how that they were going to basically take over the world of rock and roll someday, uh, and that they did. Let's move around a little bit so I can get my coffee, have a little privacy. Neighbors are starting to wonder what's going on over here. My father's inside listening to his Fox News. Ugh. All right. So, golfers out on the course. Oh, over here. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, so getting back to the movie, so they pretty much cover almost every song of the first two albums. So if you while there is concert footage and there are a couple of concert songs, if you went to this movie expecting it to be another Song Remains the Same, you might be disappointed. There, I'm better in that view. I was just in the shadow in the other spot. But yeah, if you were going to the movie expecting another Song Remains the Same, you might be disappointed. It's more talking. It's basically how the band got started. You know, some people like me, they like that background. They find that interesting. It's really good stuff. And I was kind of hoping that they would start talking about Led Zeppelin 3, but no. They got up to Led Zeppelin 2. They got into the middle of 1970, culminating with their concert at the Royal Albert Hall, which, yeah, fantastic venue. It's like a coming home party because, as they say, they made it in America first. America was big for Led Zeppelin, as it's big for a lot of other, hard rock bands out of the UK. But, they showed them as some boyhood pictures, where they grew up, about how they got their start in music. And, I was happy to see that for the most part, John Paul Jones's family was supportive of him. Little did I know, he was actually he played the organ for a church. So gives you a little background into the beginning of Your Time Is Gonna Come, which sounds fantastic. It's funny. So my son Jason was down here this week, and I was just telling him the story about how I had this pop and rock teacher in ninth grade. Name was Mr. Cherry, of all things, and he was not a big fan of Led Zeppelin, and he basically accused Led Zeppelin of plagiarizing the song Your Time Is Gonna Come with the song, the Rolling Stones song, You Can't Always Get What You Want. Basically, instead of that chorus, he substituted it in for the organ, the church organ. But you want to know something? What a way to shift the narrative to your purpose there, Cherry. We all used to call him Cherry Bob for obvious reasons. Guy looked like Larry Fine with dark hair. But anyway, back to Led Zeppelin again. So, yeah, it was 2 hours long. I wish I could have showed you some pictures, but go check it out. It is, the sound is just fantastic. I sat in the upper right corner of the theater because I like to be right on the aisle. But, not a bad seat in the house. Stadium seating, so you got to see it in IMAX. Easy 5 out of 5 for me. In time, we are going to be talking about the Eagles, history of the Eagles, another documentary. That one was released straight to Showtime, whereas this one, the Led Zeppelin thing, they want you to get the theater experience. But you know what? Well worth the $21 and the 45-minute drive that I paid to go see it. So go check it out. This shirt, by the way, brought to you by Stephen Keeler's Rock Fantasy in Middletown, New York. That is where I bought this shirt. Throw a little money his way. So hope you're doing well up there in snowy Middletown, Steve. My family, I hope you're doing well in snowy East Meadow, Long Island, New York. My in-laws, I feel so sorry. They're buried upstate. So, meanwhile, I'm here. Went out, did a little golfing yesterday at the driving range. A lot of fun. I loved it. Oh man, I could get used to this. Be well, everybody, and go see Becoming Led Zeppelin at a theater near you. Not so close to me down here. Talk soon. Bye.